field. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Rice Owls and the Houston Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Owls head coach. He is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cougars offense will have the football first. Last time these two met, it was a beatdown, and I'm sure these guys would love to land the first punch in this one.
Bragging rights and setting the tone right from the beginning of the game, right? I mean, they came in, were shot out of a cannon. They were playing with so much energy and so much fire. They just overwhelmed their opponent the last time out there.
Man, I promise you they've heard about it a lot, right? They've been poked, they've been prodded. It's been mentioned. It's been running through the facility all week long. You've seen it on social media. The clips of the last matchup to provide a spark, some hate, some anger, to get them.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Made a defender miss. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Could be an alley. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Rice Owls offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. There's the guy we believe is going to be a workhorse in this one. We anticipate that he is going to have a major impact on this running game. Quick give. It's Edwards. Shakes off the defender. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Turning it on! Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Oh, man.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. After the penalty, the playbook is wide open on 1st and 5. Could not make his way to the corner. And the Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Calls his own number. Hard running there. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down to the air. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals, because you know kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Jesus, man, what in the world?
He's a yard short.
Who the fuck,
He
man?
was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
Thank
And
you.
he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Straight ahead, it's Sanford. There he goes. Man, he's got 45 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right side, it's Martin. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grab behind the line. It's Young. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Henderson. Buying time to his right. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Houston going up tempo.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Escapes the pressure going right. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Obviously, this quarterback is a huge part of their rushing attack, and you've seen that early in this game. He's been very, very productive running the ball. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes it's on scrambles like what you just saw. But with his speed, he makes it so difficult on a defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Snap in the shotgun. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Finds his target. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who he was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Changing the routes with his receiver. Back to throw, it's Henderson. Out wide right, it's Sanford. Snags it, and there's running room. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Houston. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So the 16-play drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, going to throw it. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there.
Oh, what are you
Just
doing?
can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gets the back moving. Keeps it on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That is spicy and caused them penalty in this game.
The defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Pick that joint up, take off. I'm sorry about that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Hits inside. It's Edwards. Past the 6. He now has 56 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it away from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll need a bunch on second down. We were at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Right, I might go to the office a little bit later.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Drops back on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam,
now,
like
what's
that,
the word, player?
It's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Long way to go on second down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second and long here. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long.
Lord Jesus.
Unleashes one. Touchdown, Rice. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touch.
Oh, they block it. Now he can return this. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also...
Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
He'll try to do it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Houston wants to play fast.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the...
He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. He'll pull it down and run. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And it's no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. The option, the keeper. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive. Already trailing by multiple possessions.
What was happening with it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Right side, it's Martin. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Unloads it left. As is batted down, knocked away, incomplete, and this linebacker in pass coverage is up to the task. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Left side is Sanford.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Moves to his right. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another 1st down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. The Cougars have this offense rolling. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Talking about what?
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out wide right, it's Drake. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. In the red area, it's Sanford. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Defense all over him.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Scanning the field, it's Henderson. Touchdown, Cougar! And the punishment has been extended. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up the 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll move the wide receiver. On the move. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. Swapped immediately.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st, an array of possibilities here. The Owls are facing 3rd and inches. Motion from the wideout. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers.
I don't even know who this is. I'm going to add me, we can run.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rush right in his face. Got his man on the right. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. It's complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tells the run, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Fires it incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Pulls it. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Look out! Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making play.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Needs it here on fourth down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter. And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Back, it's Henderson. Right side, it's Martin. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's tackled and brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
How many quarterbacks will you recruit?
On the option.
That one made it, did it. Because then how many quarterbacks you got on the roster?
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football.
Yeah, that one quarterback did it for him.
Supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
They'll run it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Snapped on fourth down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Houston going up tempo. Looking downfield, it's Henderson. Complete. Quick step and go. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Run into each other.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle,
I
they've been
made
up
both
and down the
players
field.
run into each
Starters
other.
are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash.
Until everybody joins the league.
Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Laporta from
Handoff from the gun. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to let